In the heart of St. Petersburg, Florida, lies a house that whispers tales of horror and despair. This is no ordinary home, but rather a place where the line between the living and the dead is blurred. This is the haunted mansion of St. Petersburg, an edifice that has stood for over a century, shrouded in mystery and fear. The mansion's history stretches back to the late 1800s, a time when the world was a different place. The mansion's walls, if they could speak, would tell tales of its previous owners, tales that would make even the bravest among us shudder. From the eccentric widow who vanished mysteriously, to the wealthy businessman who met an untimely end in the parlor, the mansion's past is steeped in chilling incidents. The mansion's most infamous inhabitant, however, was a man named Alistair Crane. Crane was a recluse, a man of odd habits and a disconcerting fondness for the macabre. It was his sudden and unexplained disappearance that cemented the mansion's reputation as a place of dread. But it's not just the house's history that incites fear. Those who've dared to enter the haunted mansion of St. Petersburg have reported a plethora of terrifying experiences. From chilling whispers in the dead of night to spectral figures appearing in mirrors, the mansion is a hotbed of paranormal activity. Some visitors have reported feeling an icy grip on their shoulder, only to turn around and find nothing there. Others have heard the faint sound of a piano playing in the distance, despite there being no piano within the mansion's walls. These experiences, coupled with the mansion's eerie atmosphere, have led many to believe that the mansion is indeed haunted. This house, filled with dark secrets and tormented spirits, sets a chilling precedent for our journey into Florida's most haunted. So, dear listener, as we delve deeper into the mysteries of these haunted houses, remember this: fear is not always born of the things we can see, but often it is the unseen that truly terrifies us. Next, we journey to the early 1900s, where the May Stringer House in Brooksville, Florida, has been the site of unexplained phenomena for over a century. As the dawn of the 20th century broke, the May Stringer House took its form, a structure that would become synonymous with the uncanny and the inexplicable. This 4-story Victorian-style mansion, with its intriguing architecture, has been the setting for numerous chilling tales that continue to captivate the curious and the brave. The house, with its 23 rooms, was constructed in the early 1900s and has since been a magnet for strange occurrences. It's as if its walls echo with the whispers of those who once inhabited it, their stories intertwined with the very fabric of the building. They say that the past never truly leaves us. And in the case of the May Stringer House, this statement takes on a terrifyingly palpable reality. Visitors to the house, undeterred by its eerie reputation, have reported encounters that defy logic and reason. Apparitions, fleeting shadows, and inexplicable sounds have become the norm rather than the exception. The most frequently reported presence is that of a young girl, believed to be the spirit of Jessie May, a former resident who tragically died at a young age. Paranormal investigators have ventured into the May Stringer House, armed with their equipment and courage, in a quest to understand the unexplained. They've documented instances of spectral voices, sudden temperature drops, and objects moving of their own accord. Each investigator's experience adds a new layer to the chilling lore of this haunted dwelling. Despite the passage of time and the changing world outside, the May Stringer House remains frozen in its spectral past. Each creaking floorboard, every flicker of light in the corner of the eye, seems to hint at a history that refuses to be forgotten. The May Stringer House, with its chilling apparitions and eerie sounds, continues to haunt those who dare to explore its dark past. Finally, we reach the climax of our terrifying journey, the Riddle House in West Palm Beach, a location that has become synonymous with fear and unease. Constructed in the Roaring '20s, the Riddle House stands as a chilling testament to a bygone era. Its original purpose? A funeral parlor. Yes, you heard that right. A place where the final rites of the departed were carried out, a place that dealt in death, now stands as a beacon for the supernatural. Over the years, the Riddle House has been the subject of countless tales of hauntings, ghostly sightings, and eerie noises. Visitors have reported chilling encounters, from spectral figures in period clothing to disembodied voices whispering from the shadows. The air is thick with an otherworldly energy that sends shivers down the spine and sets the pulse racing. But what really cements the Riddle House's reputation as one of the most haunted locations in Florida are the key incidents that have unfolded within its walls. Stories of objects moving of their own accord, of doors slamming shut with no one around, of chilling laughter echoing through empty rooms. These tales are not for the faint-hearted. One particular incident that has been seared into the annals of the Riddle House's haunted history is the tragic tale of a worker who reportedly took his own life in the attic. Since then, there have been numerous sightings of a man in the attic, his presence accompanied by an overwhelming sense of dread and despair. But it's not just these unsettling incidents that make the Riddle House a place of fear and fascination. It's also the experiences of those who visited. Many have left with tales of unexplainable phenomena, of feeling watched, of hearing whispers in their ears, of seeing shadows move in their peripheral vision. The Riddle House, a place where the line between the living and the dead seems to blur, concludes our journey into the haunted heart of Florida. We've walked through the chilling corridors of Florida's most haunted houses, each with its own tales of terror and despair. Let's revisit those eerie echoes of the past, starting with the sinister Stranahan House, a place where death and despair have left an indelible mark. This house is a testament to the tragic love story of Ivy and Frank Stranahan, whose spirits are said to still roam the premises. Next, we ventured into the May Stringer House, a 19th-century horror haven. The heart-rending cries of Jessie May, the child who died too young and whose spirit is believed to be trapped within the walls, continue to send shivers down the spines of those who dare to visit. Lastly, we explored the Riddle House, an early 20th century funeral parlor turned residence, where the restless spirit of Joseph, a former employee, reportedly makes his presence known. The chilling tales of objects moving on their own and unexplained noises are enough to make anyone's blood run cold. These houses, each with its own unique and spine-chilling history, continue to captivate the minds and hearts of thrill-seekers and paranormal enthusiasts alike. The fascination with these haunted locations is unending. The allure lies not only in the thrill of the scare, but also in the stories they tell, the histories they keep, and the mysteries they harbor. Despite the passing of time, the reports of paranormal activity persist. The eerie sounds, the sudden temperature drops, the uncanny sightings, all these serve as constant reminders that these houses may very well be inhabited by those who have long since passed. So, as we conclude our journey through the haunted houses of Florida, let's not forget the lingering presence that these tales of terror suggest. Remember, every creak you hear, every chill you feel, could be a reminder of the haunted history that lurks within these walls. Until next time, when we delve deeper into the dark corners of the world's most haunted places.